I'm Cate Scolnik from Sane Social Media. I wanted to run you through the key elements of a good social media strategy. There are 5 main things to look for, which are messaging, linking, simplicity, consistency and frequency. So let's look at how Smallville uses these elements. So first of all, messaging. They clearly convey to their audience who they are and what they do. So moving around the internet, it's a bit like beaming down in Star Trek. Travel is pretty much instant, and when people land on your website or social media site, the first question in their minds is, where am I? They want to know if they're in the right place, and Smallville makes this clear with their tagline for small business owners who think big. Next is linking. So Smallville follows best practice and clearly link their social media sites to their website so their audience can find them easily. Remember that people like to check you out on different platforms before they do business with you. Simplicity. Smallville does not have a presence on all of the platforms. They're in a couple of key places, and this keeps things manageable. It's far better to do 1 or 2 platforms well instead of spreading yourself too thin. Consistency. When you look at the Smallville Facebook page, see how they've got consistent branding on all of their social media platforms. So this is Facebook, this is LinkedIn, and Twitter. So you can tell straight away that you're on the right page, that it is Smallville. It makes it obvious to their audience that they're in the right place, and it's advisable to keep your images the same or similar. So you can see that Smallville uses the same image on Facebook that they're using on Twitter, but they've just cropped it slightly differently. Now, that they're not using the same image as they have on their website, but that's okay because it's consistent, it's similar. People can tell that it's the same site. So it's the same person in the images, their tagline is the same, their fonts and colours are the same, and their logo ties it all together. Now, frequency. Smallville post really regularly on their sites. So you can see 7 hours, 17 hours, 23 hours. It's really, really regular. When you look at their Twitter feed, 2 hours ago, 8 hours ago, they're posting really, really consistently. So it's obvious to the audience that they can rely on them and that their information is kept up to date. Now, there's lots of different ideas about how often you should post, and it does depend on the platform. But when you're starting out, don't get bamboozled by what people tell you. Just create a simple strategy and stick to it. If it's not manageable to post on Facebook every day, that's okay. You can post twice a week if you like, so long as you keep it at about roughly the same time and on the same days. So that's the 5 key things to look for in a good social media strategy: messaging, linking, simplicity, consistency, and frequency. Use these elements in your social media strategy and you're building a solid foundation for marketing your business. See you next time.